You're listening to the Otis Jiry channel. Ghost stories always freak me out. Anyways, I wouldn't even use one of those dumb ghost detector phone apps on my own. There are stories passed down generations, urban legends and folklore, but nothing is as scary as a ghost story from another regular person. It happened to them, so it could happen to you, right? Check out these 5 ghost stories to freak yourself out with. Adam. When my daughter was 2, I found her twirling paper towel tubes, tied with twine, in the air. I asked her what she was doing. She said she was practicing her nunchucks. I was very confused, as she'd have no way of knowing what they were. I asked her what she meant, and she said that Adam had told her how to make them, and showed her each night how to use them. She went on to say that Adam told her to practice because she may need to know how to defend herself someday. I almost freaked out, but asked her what Adam looked like. She said he was tall, blond, and had blue eyes. She said, "Mommy, you know what he looks like. You know him. He died of a headache." I had to leave the room. You see, 4 months before she was born, my tall, blonde, blue-eyed martial arts pro friend had died of a brain aneurysm at the age of 27. She has not spoken of him since that day, so I'm not sure if I scared her with my reaction or if she had completed her lessons. The school bus. So we're driving from Tijuana to Sonora late at night. I fall asleep and wake upon hearing my mom say, "Is that real? How can they drive that way?" And my dad just replying, "I don't know. Why would he be driving like this at this hour?" I opened my eyes a little bit and saw a very creepy school bus driving in front of us at the middle of the desert with all the windows broken and pieces of plastic all around. My parents decided to pass the bus because he was going slower than we were. It was dark, so we couldn't see who was driving. He hit the accelerator and left the creepy bus behind. We waited at a rest stop about 45 minutes for the bus to pass. The road had no turns, so you had to pass this gas station. It never did. Ouija board. We did about 3 Ouija board sessions in our dorm freshman year. After that, we started hearing carousel music, growling, laughing, all when we were in our dorm alone. My roommate, Jackie, also heard a little girl singing along to a song with her when she was driving. Also, one night, she felt a child grab her hand. Throughout all of this, I kept seeing apparitions. A man in uniform standing next to my closet, and a girl with long black hair standing at the foot of my bed. We were right next to Kennesaw Mountain, the site of a major battle, so I figured the man in uniform was a soldier who had perished in battle. As for the girl, I have no idea. The dog. About 5 years ago, my family was caring for my brother's dog, a German Shepherd Husky Chow Chow mix, an incredibly gentle dog who never barked. One day, me and my sister came home from school, and like every other day, he greeted us through the upstairs rails and came about halfway down the stairs, where he laid down and watched us. Just as we put our backpacks down, we heard it. The little spot upstairs right before the steps that let you know you weren't alone creaked. And right after the creaking, the shuffling followed, like something running away after getting caught. Me and my sister just stood there. I wanted to scream and run out of the house, but we stood there, frozen, not knowing what to do. Then the dog immediately stood up and bared his teeth. He was facing toward the stairs, and all the hair on his back started to rise. He chased whatever it was, barking and growling the whole time. It sounded like he was going to freaking kill something. Then out of nowhere he stopped and came downstairs and stayed by our sides until our dad came home about an hour later. Of course, our dad didn't believe us. Stuff like that never happened to him, so it didn't exist. That was one of the creepiest things that ever happened to us, and it never happened again after that day. The Black Mama. When my mom was about 3, my grandma began reading The Exorcist when all of a sudden she heard humming from my mom's room. When she went in, my mom was waving her arms at the end of the bed. When my grandma asked what she was doing, she said, "Dancing with her." My grandma asked, "Dancing with who?" "With the Black Mama." "How is she black, hon? Like her skin?" "No, Mommy. Like her heart." My grandma burned the book. What's creepier is that my cousin and sister have both claimed to see the black girl. Both of them wave their arms.